Hey everybody, welcome to Environ's RapidPlan video tutorial. Today we are going to cover how to do step-down lanes, where we have perhaps a two-lane coming down into a single transitioning to a single lane, or a three-lane transitioning down into a double lane. The tools we're going to be using today are our road tools. We're going to be using some masking tools. We'll also be looking at using our control points, and we'll be using another tool called the road corner tool today and learn a little bit more about how you can use that in doing these transition or step down lanes in RapidPlan. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first start off by selecting road, and I do want to put a two-lane road down here, so I'm going to do a left click to start it, left click and right to go ahead and end that out just like that. I just clicked on it to see where the borders are. Everything looks straight to me. I do want to do a single lane coming off of here now. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. One is you can just draw your road out, go into the properties, and make those changes. The other way you can do it is go to your tools, go to road tools, select it, go up to your properties tab, and let me just kind of lock that in there. And you see where it says lane count under that category. Go ahead and make it a single lane. I don't need to change anything else under here. I'm fine. And then what I'm going to do is make a transition lane coming right down here. So I'm going to start maybe at the bottom section, left click, drag that. It's not quite lined up, so I'm just going to pull that over until I can get it lined up. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to do another transition lane coming down this way, kind of narrow it down so it goes down to one lane. So I'm going to use again the same tool. I'm going to use the road tool. And again, I'm just going to make sure that it's set at a single lane. And I'm going to start from the top here because I want to do a nice long transition. So I'm going to do a left click, start dragging across, left click here, which I just did a control point, and then merge it in just like that. And all you need to do from this point is sort of grab onto those control points, make sure things are lined up properly. You can always go back through and grab these control points and move them up or move them down. You can also drop in more control points if you wanted to. If you need to mask this area off, you can use some of the masking tools that are under here. So under your tools, and what you're going to do is go to your markers, and you can either use the lane masking tool or the road masking tool. Of course, the road masking tool is for bigger areas, so I do want to use the lane masking tool. And I'm just going to mask off this one section right here. And I can also under here use, besides that, under my marker tools, use my lane markers. So if I do a actual right click on this thing, I can have some predefines that are listed under here, so I don't have to lay down the default and then go into the properties and change it later. I just want to go ahead and just put a dash in there. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and I'm just going to try and line that up as best as possible. And bingo, I've got that into place pretty quick, pretty nice. And all you got to do is go through and kind of make sure things lined up properly. Okay? So that's one way to do this. The second way to do it, we're going to do a 3-lane to a 2-lane, is using the corner tool for this, the road corner tool. I found it to be a kind of a neat little tool to use to do this quickly with. So I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to drop down. I'm going to go to my properties, and I'm just going to go ahead and make this a 2-lane to a 3-lane. And let's draw that out real quick. Make sure it's as straight as possible. Select it, line that up. And then I'm going to put a 2-lane in, which is the default, so I don't have to worry about changing it in the properties. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that out. Now I'm just going to line it up, make sure it's lined properly. And a little bit different, I'm going to go ahead and use this neat little tool called the road corner tool. And I'm just going to draw that out. So left click, pull down, and then one more here, and then end it. Okay. Now what I can do is I can take this, drag it in, and I've got almost a perfect step down lane right here. In fact, I can take that control point, probably move it over just a little bit, along with this one here, just kind of line it up a little bit better. And same thing with this control point. So I've got a nice little transition down from here, and then you can go through and do the same thing as well. You can mask it and then put down your lines and etc. in there. Hopefully this video tutorial is helpful. Please take the time to watch some of our video tutorials online, and thank you.